What's up guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about why I think the DJI Mavic Pro is still great for 2021, why I think the drone itself, the flying, the features, the GPS, the camera, the gimbal on the drone, all of that, why I think the DJI Mavic Pro is still really relevant for 2021. Before I get too deep into this video, the links to this drone will be down in the description. You could actually get it for a really good deal now since it is a couple years old. With saying that, let's get into the video. Okay, so now that's out of the way. All the drone footage you see in this video, every bit of it, 100%, is with the DJI Mavic Pro. It's not with the DJI Mavic Pro 2. It's not with the DJI Mavic Mini. All of the footage that you see in this video is with the DJI Mavic Pro, the first one, not the second one. So just to get that out there, just so you guys know. The first thing I want to talk about with the camera side of this drone is this thing shoots 4K. This drone, it shoots 4K 30, it shoots 4K 24 frames per second. The 4K on this drone is really good. The bit rate is pretty high, so if you have to color grade and do some coloring with this drone, it's very easy. You can do that. I mean, yes, the DJI Mavic Pro 2 has a lot more colors. The sensor is bigger than the DJI Mavic Pro, but if you need to do color grading, and the dynamic range on this drone is great as well. That's another thing people don't talk about enough about this drone, is the dynamic range is great. So that's one thing about this camera that I wanted to say, is the 4K is really good. Staying on the camera subject, the 1080p on this camera is great as well. It does 1080p 60 frames per second. It does 1080p all the way up to 90 frames per second. If you want to get some slow motion, 90 frames is pretty good, pretty awesome. It looks great for slow motion on a drone. So it does do that as well. And I think it also does 720, 120, but I would stay away from 720, especially if you could shoot 4K and then 1080, 90. A lot of people don't talk about 1080 enough, but 1080 looks really good, and a lot of people don't talk about it, but 1080 looks great. The footage, as you see here, looks really good. It don't look too cartoony. It looks natural, and it's just great footage. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the cameras on this drone. They're great. I shoot professional work with it all the time. This is the only drone I use whenever I'm shooting professional work, and the clients love it. It's great footage, as you see here, no complaints. It looks amazing. So if you are thinking about purchasing a drone and you're curious about which camera I should get, because I want to do this or this drone has a great camera on it, so please keep that in mind whenever you're shopping for a drone. I don't think it's necessary right now when you have a drone, DJI Mavic Pro. It shoots great. The camera shoots 4K 30, 4K 24, which I already said that, but it shoots good footage, really good footage, for you to go out and spend $1,500, $600 more than what you would spend on this drone, just because, they say the quality is a little better. Quality, whenever you get into 4K range, 60, that is nice. Having 4K 60 is nice, but 1080 60 is nice as well, which this drone does have. So that's all I really had to say about the camera, is it shoots really good 4K, really good 1080p, and it shoots really good photos as well. Raw photos, 12 megapixels. For a drone, that's great. Like I said, keep this in mind. I do a lot of professional work, and this is the only drone I use, and people love it. I get hired all the time for my drone work, and people love this footage. So just keep that in mind whenever you're watching this video. The next thing I want to talk about is the gimbal. There's really not much to say on the gimbal other than it's really good, it's smooth, it's awesome. It works just like a gimbal on any drone. But I've had it for as long as it's been out, because I got it when it came out, Google when it came out, and that's how long I've had it since this video dropped. And the gimbal still works amazing. No problems, and I've wrecked it. Well, not really wrecked it, but I had to slap it down one time. I think I've told the story a couple times on my YouTube channel. I was in Mexico flying it, battery ran down, I had to slap it down, and it didn't mess nothing up. It did break the propellers. I bought new propellers, put it on, and the thing's still flying. Bought new batteries, and it works great. After 2 years of owning the drone, this is one negative I will go ahead and throw in here. After 2 years of owning the drone, the 3 batteries that came with it, I had to buy 3 more batteries because those batteries swelled, which hopefully I'll shoot some B-roll footage here so you can see how they swelled up. Swolled, however you want to say it. But they got big and they weren't, I mean, they still fly and turn on and everything, but it's just not comfortable knowing that that pressure could go up and pop the battery out and then the drone would just fly down. Not fly down, but fall down out of the air because the battery popped out. So I did buy new batteries and it works like brand new. Like the batteries, after buying new batteries, it works like brand new. So that is that. That's all there is to say about the gimbal. Is it's amazing. It works great. That's it. It just works good. Okay, so the last couple things about this drone is how fast it goes and will it keep up in the wind? Does the wind affect it too bad? You know, those are the 2 things that really matter, believe it or not, because whenever you're chasing boats or doing whatever the client wants you to do, and if the wind, you know, sometimes the clients don't care about the wind, they care about the job getting done. And will this drone handle it? And the answer is yes. I've been in some very, very high winds, and I've still had to chase a boat or, you know, fly around and get a building, a real nice picture in a building in a huge city where big buildings. You know, it's real freaky, to be honest with you. But this drone does handle it perfectly fine. Like there's no flyaways. It just works great. It works great. Sometimes whenever you're chasing a boat, since the boat has to get up on a plane, it has to go 25 to 30 miles an hour. This drone, mine tops out around 35 to 40. Sometimes we will have to fly with the wind to make sure we get the shot so it would keep up with the boat. But whenever you're flying back, you know, keep up with your battery to make sure you have enough battery to get back. But it will get back and there'll be no problems. You know, most days you don't have to worry about the wind, but there is a lot of days where you do. And the days that you don't have to worry about the wind, the drone will go 35, 40 miles an hour. It'll cruise around boats, do whatever you need it to do. Looks really good as you see in this footage. This drone is phenomenal. There's nothing negative to say about it. It's been, like, since I've had it, a few years, it's been amazing, no problems. So definitely pick up this drone if you are in the market for a drone. It's a great drone. I wouldn't recommend spending the extra money on the DJI Mavic Pro 2 unless you just have the budget, you know, you want to. I mean, yeah, get it if you have the budget and you want to. But if you're on a budget and you want to get something cheaper but still really professional and still really good, get the DJI Mavic Pro and you will not be disappointed at all. And get 3 good batteries and you're gonna love it. So with saying that, that's all I gotta say in this video. I know it was kind of short, but I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell notification, all those things you're supposed to hit to keep up with somebody on YouTube. And with saying that, have a good day.